Hey, so the more I use Veo3, particularly within Flow, the more I realize that Veo3 and Flow absolutely suck. It's a really annoying platform to be using here. Sometimes the audio doesn't come through at all in some of the video generations, and a lot of them are just wanky. It wasn't quite what we were promised, and already we've seen new AI video makers on the market that are just running circles around Veo3. Now, don't get me wrong, it can be good, but it's kind of a lie that you can plug and play and get what you want. You really need to run through a whole lot of versions of what you want to get what you ultimately want. So you're going to be spending some money. And I already spent all my credits. Now, one thing that I'd like to mention, this is kind of cool though, is that if you run out of credits, you can actually buy more credits, which is something that I heard is brand new. This wasn't allowed before, which is cool. You're not stuck there waiting for a month. Let me close it out. But yeah, so one of the things that I think is the most annoying for this entire platform is if I try to download a video and upscale it. Now that's fine, it takes a while, but if I try to do that, I have to wait you really have to do one at a time, because if I try to do another one and upscale it, cool, but now that's stacked behind that one, and the most you can do is technically 3 at a time. But there's a massive problem to this whole UI. It's just terrible, because once this finishes, it'll say complete, and then you can download it, but this doesn't go away. You'd have to click dismiss, but you don't know which one you just downloaded, so you find yourself downloading multiple ones over and over again, and there's just no queue. I mean, other than just this 3. I can try to download more, but you see how it hides like that? It doesn't tell you which one you just downloaded. It sounds like a little deal, but when you're trying to do some video editing, like trying to compile a bunch of these to do one cool video stitched together, and you have a ton of videos on here, which I do, it's really, really annoying. It gets very annoying very quickly. Another thing that I really kind of don't love about it, I mean, let's take a look. I guess I've never used the frames to video. I've heard that it's garbage, and I haven't used ingredients either. The outputs here are fine. That's all just fine. This little button here brings your prompt and puts it in there again, so you can rerun it. Although, why wouldn't there just be a rerun button, I guess? But that's one of the big pet peeves there. Let's see, you can make this full screen, which is fine. Take a look at how janky this is.
What did you say about my mother? I said she's a lovely lady. What's wrong with that?
Something that I noticed about this platform, Veo3 entirely, is that it doesn't really do fighting. It doesn't want to have any real contact with the other person. Another thing is that a lot of the times, actually, well, let's be honest, 5% of the time, you just don't get any audio back. So that's one of the big issues that I have, is that you're spending the money, you're getting the video, but you're not getting the audio. And that's the whole point for me to use Veo3, because honestly, like Kling and this new one, Haiku or Haiku, I don't remember what it is called, but it's so much better for the video. It follows your prompt way better. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep using this, but I'm just waiting for another model to come out with audio.
Sock conundrum. If your sock could broadcast your secrets, would you still wear it to the quantum gala?
It once aired my tax return mid-spin cycle. Now every sock I own is under federal.
Now, these are not terrible, but some of them are just off. This was probably my only image to video, which actually ended up better than, I think, Kling's version. But what's this?
This thing printed love. Would you finally call your dad?
Only in grayscale. We're deep into emotional toner territory, folks. Stay hydrated.
Okay, so anyway, that's just a little bit of a rant about this platform. There's not a lot of tools in here in the first place. It's just not great. Here's another video. Here's an example of one that just had no audio. See, there's just no audio. I paid for that. You know, it cost what it cost, but there's nothing there. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's my little rant. Take care. Oh, and like you see here, right here, like I got these 3 to download, but like I can click download, and then that downloads, but then look, I can click. I'd have to remember I don't know which is which. I can check which 3 downloaded, but that's a massive hassle. You'd have to dismiss it, but then when you dismiss it, this moves up. And if you're doing anything else now, you don't know if you even move like that and then come back, you're not necessarily sure which one was which.